Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion.
Hello once again and welcome to Poetry in Motion Sunday. I'm Craig Lewis and you're watching episode 70. As we begin with my first poem, this one is called Are You Relating? Steal your photos online, make a fake profile, claim it mine. On their hands some people have time. On one's friend list you may find a dime or two or three or four, maybe more. Accept many requests from those we've never met before. But let me pause to ask, are you relating? Have they ever DM'd you about drugs whilst you're cooking some bacon? Do you smell it? I mean, do you get it? Why send a message to unsend to edit then resend it? While you're staring at your phone, they see the lights on but they must think that no one's home. To catfish some are known, some to get money like a waitress getting tips. Some to test if men are faithful in relationships. Not everybody is the person displayed in their profile pic. And I have 5,000 friends and counting. But how many will I meet on my daily outing? Far too many ladies pouting, looking pretty, asking where one's from when one's info on their timeline states their country and their city, as if they need updating. But let me pause to ask you, are you relating? And moving on to my second poem, this one's called Her Crown. Taken by surprise, the look in her eyes says I could have used a clue. Then whoosh, like an epiphany, came the alarm bells she'd been snoozing through. The loudest one was when Malcolm would come home later than norm. The second one was she was down for some fun and his soldier couldn't perform, like an umbrella that's broke in a storm. And as she traced back came the receipts of the heaps of interest lacked, that every crack in their beautiful pottery became visible. At the time it was missable. She was caught up in a passion, busying herself to make her dreams happen. In orderly fashion the hugs began decreasing. They used to spoon each evening, she'd wear a bra and G-string. These were the times she pleased him. She got slower with replying to his texts when she received them. Each time she went on functions at the weekend. Out of town, guess this was the reason he perceived her out of bounds and conceived the notion that it's cool to fool around. But instead of looking for ammunition to shoot him down, she traded him in for a man that shared a dream, became his queen and pursued her crown. Moving on to my third and final poem, this one's called The Turnaround. They say two wrongs don't make a right, and she's too strong to take a life, 'cause the man that made her wife strayed twice and made ice replace his heart. She knew but played it smart, like it was her duty. She could have went to uni, more than a pretty face with a booty. She knew karma had her back, so she never lost sleep when it was time to take a nap. Never starved herself when it was time to take a snack. And though her love was a rat, and what they had was far from stable, he'd be coming home from work to see his dinner on the table. As bad as he'd done her, she persists to stay faithful. She was raised to be graceful and see the good in everything, knowing nobody's perfect and God forgives every sin. Her mother never raised a fool. The daily mantra she'd quote was prayer is the greatest tool. So she made this a rule to commit to the practice, whether on her knees or when she was led on the mattress. Her counselor was God and she had regular access. She prayed her hubby change his ways, now they see the greater days. Gone were the times he played away from home, now the king and queened like royals sitting on a throne. And there you have it, your poetry fix for this week. I hope you enjoyed. Until next week, short and sweet. Take care.
Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday.